Hi, welcome. My name is Vilingor, and this is yet another update on the development of the game I'm making entirely on my own. The name of the game is Ninja Star Defense, and this is another video in the series of videos I'm making about the game development of that particular game. And this is not gonna be the usual kind of a video I'm making about game development, because I will not be showing you any new footage of the game or talking about any progress that I made with the game development. Well, because there is no any progress being made on the game development currently. In a way, sort of. No, I did not give up on making the game or anything like that, and yes, I still have a burning desire to finish the game, and I like the idea of the game and all that. All that is fine. But why these like long pauses? And so how does it work in practice? Let me explain a little bit what I want to say here. So I have this goal of making this game, right, and selling it, and making a lot of money out of it. And I would like for my game to be economically successful. I think that's an okay thing to say. And so when I first started working on the game, I was imagining, like, you know, as something like this. Now I will be working on the game, and I will be working on the game every day, and it's gonna be like a straight line progress to the final goal, which is the release of the game and the monetization of the game. So a straight line from here to here, right? Well, then when one starts to actually work and actually walk the path of game development or any other path with a final destination or goal, one discovers that it's not a straight line at all. And at first, I guess that's certainly what I did, one tries to go in this straight line, but then all kinds of situations happen that make one go all the way around and not in a straight line at all. And this creates a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, because I used to think, and I still kind of have these thoughts of like, well, I'm wasting my time. I'm doing all these other things that have nothing to do with the development of the game. I'm not programming, I'm not drawing, I'm not making any music for the game. I'm washing dishes, I have to go to the city to pay the bills, I have to take the dog to the veterinarian or whatever else, take the trash out, and all these things have nothing to do with developing the game. And so I start to be frustrated and angry. And frustrated and angry is not good. Not a good place to be in. So what I realized, what I learned, is just to accept that it is not a straight line from the start to the end goal, but that going up and down and around and that's normal. That's how life is made, because all sorts of unpredictable situations happen in the meantime. I can sit at my computer and try to program, and then the current goes off, or my hard disk breaks, and then I have to do something entirely different from programming and working on the game. I have to go online and search for a new hard drive and phone people, communicate, and do all sorts of other stuff that's not related to the game. And that can be very frustrating if one does not understand that it's not a direct line. And so currently I'm doing a lot of things that seem to be unrelated to the game. I'm making this video. This is not programming or drawing or making, and yet this promotes my game. And for example, I'm practicing my English. I read books out loud, so I practice my pronunciation. See how well I said it. And for example, I talk to people. There are these apps that one can talk to strangers, and it's like talking to strangers all over the world. And I can talk to people that speak English that way, even though I live in Bosnia, and practice my English that way. So that's another thing I'm doing. And then talking to people, to strangers online, also makes me more relaxed in front of the camera. And making me more relaxed in front of the camera makes me also better successful at promoting my game. So I used to think about all these things that are in the background as obstacles, as a waste of time. So that was my problem, and that was my realization. I used to look at all these things that I do in the background as obstacles. Oh, I'm washing the dishes, and I'm not programming, I'm not doing nothing for the game. But the thing is that I need a clean dish, a clean plate, to move forward my game. I need clean clothes, I need a clean apartment, a clean flat, a clean space, because without it, I cannot work on the game. If I'm not eating, I cannot work on the game. If there's a bunch of mess and I cannot even walk through the house, how am I gonna work on the game? It's this, we kind of have this thinking that separates things. So in my mind, like as I said, working on the game was one thing and washing the dishes was another. And it's not so. These two things are connected, are integrated. And so today, when I have like chores to do that are other than working on the game, I look at it as, instead of being frustrated and instead of saying, oh, this is holding me down, I'm wasting my time, why do I have to clean my clothes, what has that to do with making the video game? Instead, now I look at it like this. The faster I do this, the more time I will have to dedicate to the game, because this, what I'm doing, to dedicate to programming, let's say, because this, what I'm doing, is the integral part of making the game. And so I have motivation to wash the dishes, clean the house, pay the bills, go to the grocery store and all that. Live life, actually. And so I'm not frustrated anymore, because I understand I'm still working on my game. I'm going to the grocery store, and that's working on my game. I'm making this video, and that's also working on my game. So even though the progress of the game itself might be slow, it's more than 2 years now, there are a lot of things in background that are happening that actually are making progress for the game, because there needs to be there is a need for a foundation, a solid base on which to build the game. I've seen I watch a lot of YouTube. I love YouTube. I love all the artists on that platform, and it happens. So I've seen many times people that invest so many energy and effort in producing art, a lot of videos, and they make good videos, and they achieve success. They get recognized, and then they get invited by other artists that make videos and collaborations, and that they succeed in that part of their life. And after 10 years of doing so much work and so much progress in one part of their life, they get sick. They get ill. They develop some physical ailment, and they have to slow down, or they just cannot do anything for maybe the rest of their life. It's tragic that they get so sick that they cannot continue working, be it for physical sickness or mental sickness. And I've seen this happen. So that's something to avoid. So balance is needed, and time is needed, and patience is needed. And if that is not respected, if time is not respected, if patience is not respected, then that can make all the effort done maybe for nothing or for very little. Life is kind of long. I don't know, 80 years, let's say, is a lot of years. So what would I do if I achieve success in just like a year? If I finish the game, achieve economic success, have a family, have a child, and that child grows in 1 year, what would I do with the rest of my life? So just patience and understanding that things take time and it's okay. And that again is connected with faith and all that. But I am going off tangent here, and I wanted to make this video short, but it's kinda not being short at all, it seems. So that was one answer to one question, a very large answer, going a little bit all over the place. I need to learn to stay focused on the topic. And I wanted also in this video to answer another question. And I have bullet points here, just a second. Oh yeah, so how does it feel for me to making this game for so long? Well, at times, of course, I'm fed up with it. I want to do other projects, and it's frustrating, and it feels like pushing a wall. It feels like, putting in the effort and nothing is happening. For example, I was doing the soundtrack, and it took me for like 2 or 3 weeks to make one song, and I need like around 10 for a complete soundtrack for the game. and it's just so much time and going so slow. And this is the largest project of my life. Never I have done something that it took so much time to build up, and it's such a long shot, such a long shot. This is it. I never, you know, the longest projects I was making is when I was painting at the college time, when I was making art at the college time. So you work on one drawing for I don't know, a month maybe, but this just is even way longer than that. So it takes recalibration and learning new levels of patience. Yes. And also something I'm realizing as of lately in regards to how do I feel about the game taking so long. I'm starting to realize that I need to trade perfect for done. Yeah, I found that that expression the other day on the internet, and it just so fits well in my situation right now. Trade perfect for done. That's something I have to learn to do. And I need to apply that principle also to the making of this game, you know, to not polish it so much, because it's more beneficial to get things done. Now, perfection has its place. For example, the Hollywood movies, the AAA Hollywood movies are polished to perfection. And that's one of the reasons why we like them so much. Because they don't look cheap, they look like polished, very perfect. And people that make these kind of movies have that kind of perfection mindset. But it also, to make such a movie, it also takes 3-5 years, and the thousands, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of people are working on the movie during those 5 years. It's a tremendous amount of effort that is compressed in just 2 hours. So yeah, that kind of polish, how much work and how much time it requires. So for my progress right now, it's much more important to do things fast and learn. In my situation, I think it's much beneficial for me to trade perfect for done for now. And then later, of course, it's always important to progress, it's always important to learn new stuff and improve. And I think I'm doing that in my videos. I think I'm improving in all aspects. But yeah, I need to get myself cured from the disease of always being perfect, which is not always a good thing. I need to have another mindset that I never developed for how I am. I was kind of only focused on doing things, polishing, making them perfect, and it's not serving me well right now. I need to learn also to do something else, which is just get things done, even though they are like unpolished. And so making these videos uncut, and with all the mistakes that I'm making right now and all the silly words that I'm saying, and I will leave all that there. And because that's also okay, and I think it will be beneficial for me in the sense of my progress and success and all that. Well, that would be it for this video. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your donations on Patreon, and you are making this video possible. Thank you for all your likes and all your comments. That also helps a bunch, and it's making this channel grow and making me able to do more of these videos. So take care and see you in the next one. Bye.